Good afternoon and welcome to BJC Halacha A number 1735. Halacha A keeps the Yetzer Hara away. Dedicated in loving memory of Daniela Basvi and Neshama should have an aliyah. The laws of pursuing one's affairs without performing malacha and the malacha by a non-Jew on Shabbos, and we're in the middle of this interesting halacha. So we'll just go over that last part we mentioned yesterday. We said how you can really ask a non-Jew to bring a beer for you, but however, it is permitted only in a pressing situation where one has nothing else to drink. But for mere enjoyment, it is not permitted. We did the commentary on that. If one tells a non-Jew to bring something from outside the tchum, outside that area that you're allowed to carry, and besides the erev, right? There's a certain, you're not supposed to go beyond the city limits. That's more relevant when you're on a farm or you're camping out in the middle of nowhere. But in general, you have the city limits. So really, we're never going really past the city limits on a typical Shabbos. But assuming you were, and you knew that something was coming in from outside the tchum, right? So again, if one tells a non-Jew to bring something from outside the tchum, not only is it forbidden to tell him initially to do this, but even after the fact, if he did tell him, it is forbidden to use on Shabbos that which he brought. Some authorities say that this law, that one may tell a non-Jew to perform an action that is rabbinically forbidden, applies also when one faces a potential financial loss. For example, if one needs to move merchandise that is being ruined by the rain, it is permitted to have it done by a non-Jew. One may rely on the opinion of these authorities in a situation of great financial loss. Let's see the commentary regarding the commentary where it is forbidden to use on Shabbos that which he brought in outside the tchum. So he says, see below 95, meaning Siman 95, 17, we haven't got there yet, regarding food that a non-Jew brings on his own from outside the tchum without having received instruction to do so. He says, and moving it involves a rabbinic prohibition, the merchandise is muksa. So, again, if one needs to move merchandise that is being ruined, where it's going to be muksa for me to move it, he said you can have a non-Jew move it and rely on those authorities because it's a great financial loss. So actually, we sort of had an interesting situation because we knew a package was being brought from us, from somebody. It was jewelry from my wife's grandmother. And so we didn't have a non-Jew do it, but we could have had a non-Jew bring it in for us based on this principle, because it was already delivered. It wasn't an issue of tchum. It was just an issue of carrying in the muksa. So again, there wasn't asking the non-Jew to do it would be rabbinical. Carrying it itself would be also rabbinical for me to carry it myself. So that's already two rabbinical violations, right? One rabbinical, then another rabbinical, which makes it a little bit more lenient. And then in a place where it could be a great financial loss, that's why it would be permitted altogether. Thanks for listening. I hope you got that. It's a big subject matter, this idea of asking a non-Jew, hinting to a non-Jew on Shabbos, depending on the situation. So I definitely ask everyone to review. There's books on this alone, the subject matter. To sponsor feature Halacha 36 100 of the gold. Have a great day.